Tonight, our top focus on Gravitas is on the new killer viruses that have been found in China. For a long time, we have been asking, when will the next pandemic come, if at all? Where will it come from? Will it be from China again? Will yet another global health crisis emerge from China, the birthplace of the COVID-19 pandemic? Let's tell you why we are asking these questions. A new study is raising alarm about the potential danger posed by viruses in fur farms across China. They have found a dangerous new bat coronavirus, as well as dozens of new high-risk viruses in animals, viruses that can cross over to human beings. According to a report published in Nature journal, small-scale fur farms in China pose a major health risk. The problem is in the way in which they continue to proliferate in China and Southeast Asia. The report has expanded on the list of animals known to be susceptible to zoonotic pathogens, including novel coronaviruses, bird flu, and Japanese encephalitis. The researchers found that dozens of new viruses, including 36 previously unknown ones, are circulating among animals such as minks, rabbits, foxes, and raccoon dogs. The report, in fact, details shocking findings about how there is a high diversity of viruses that are being shared between so many different animal species and over great geographical distances. For these viruses, these are good conditions, presenting new and multiple opportunities to infect many people in various host species, hosts that can help the virus evolve, mutate, and jump to new species. And guess what? One of these new species that the virus jumps into might be human beings. Here's what else you need to know. The study involved the genetic analysis of lung and intestine samples taken from over 400 animals that died across China from 2021 to 2024. Of these, at least 412 were from fur farms. The rest originated from natural or artificially created wild environments. The report identified 125 viruses, 36 of which were new. 39 were categorized as having a high risk of jumping between species, including humans. One important aspect of identifying the viruses is to identify those that have what is called broadest host repertoire. It means viruses that have the ability to infect multiple species of animals. These are the viruses that might pose a risk for human health. The researchers found several types of bird flu in guinea pigs, minks, and muskrats. They found 7 types of coronaviruses, although none closely related to SARS-CoV-2, which causes COVID-19. And if you thought all this was bad, here's more. The research also found paramyxoviruses, the family of viruses known for causing measles and mumps in humans. Paramyxoviruses are particularly adept at crossing from species to species. Most importantly, 11 high-risk viruses were found to be zoonotic, meaning that they have already been seen in humans. These are hepatitis E and Japanese encephalitis. Lastly, 13 high-risk viruses were entirely new, which means that they pose a significant risk for future outbreaks. The animal species topping the charts for carrying the most potentially high-risk viruses were found to be raccoon dogs. They are small, fox-like canids native to East Asia. This report just corroborates what researchers have been saying about fur farming in China. Fur farming, which is the practice of breeding or raising certain types of animals for their fur, poses significant risks. Fur farming can lead to viral cross-species transmission. Remember, in the year 2020, in response to similar concerns during the COVID-19 pandemic, Denmark ordered a mass culling of mink. Ultimately, this new study is just the tip of the iceberg. There is a larger issue with the massive fur farming industry. It shows that the practice of fur farming brings together a variety of unusual viruses from wildlife and farmed animals, and this creates an environment where viruses can mix and potentially evolve and become new health threats. 4 years after the Wuhan virus pandemic brought the world to a standstill, we still do not know enough about it. The researchers of this new report did not find pathogens similar to SARS-CoV-2, and the Chinese government has limited exploration into the COVID-19 origins, remember, and so the debate about how COVID-19 spread to human beings continues. One thing that does not need to be debated upon is that farmed animals carry more viruses than we knew. They pose the most dangerous source of future viral disease emergence. At the very least, the surveillance of animals and humans involved in this trade in China and globally needs to be expanded. It's as simple as that. The threat of the next pandemic is already here. It is up to the authorities to ensure that the world does not go through the nightmare of the Wuhan virus pandemic all over again. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.